like Rajon made some noise. And how was his performance, and how's he been through the first 10 days of camp?
He's been doing well. Just has to get better in some areas of pass protection. Just still getting his body in bad position in some of those aspects, but overall his attitude's been pretty good. The competition has made him step his game up and become a better football player. So far he's doing pretty good.
The long run he had on Saturday, is it typical of what he's been getting done, or was that more of a...
I hadn't seen it. As a staff, we hadn't seen it. We just hadn't seen him break the long runs. Always heard he had the speed, but I think that was our first time as a staff and seeing that. So obviously it was good for his confidence and really good for us as an offense.
And then behind him, I know Pickett, you don't know what's going to happen with his eligibility, but it seems like he's been a pleasant surprise.
He has. I mean, he's been a good addition from a lot of aspects, but really good for the meeting room. Very mature, understands it, great attitude, works hard, and slowly but surely he's starting to make all of his teammates, even the guys in the other room, know who he is. So that's always the first step, is that guys are starting to respect the way he plays.
Does he give you guys a dimension maybe the other two don't, as like a receiver out of the backfield?
He does. Obviously Rajon and Marlon are a little bit bigger, but he's a guy that at his last school he was primarily a third down guy, which means he was very solid in pass protection, and they also threw the ball to him a lot. So I think he's a good combination, a good change-up guy to have.
Is that an advantage of getting a transfer who comes in with a good attitude, because he's not a freshman, been through the D1 college experience?
It is. Obviously when you get a guy that's a transfer or even a JUCO player, they come in a little bit hungry. They come in with something to prove. So I kind of treat him as being like a junior college guy, a guy that comes in, knows he doesn't have long, knows he has to make a big impression on the program and the coaches real fast, and I think he's done that so far. So he's a hungry kid, very determined, and so far, like I said, he's been doing a good job.
What's your difference in this season since he came back versus maybe before? Has there been, you noticed a difference?
You can just tell he's more appreciative of being here and being around his teammates. Slowly but surely he's starting to become a guy that's vocal, being a good leader, encouraging guys, coaching when I can't get to a guy because of our speed of practice. So, I can just tell that he's excited to be back, and he's been a really good teammate so far.
He said that he would talk to him regularly, even the time he was away from the roster. What advice did you give him that?
Well, just that it's much more than football. I played ball, and these 3 or 4 years you play ball. It's not just about that. I'm trying to make sure that Marlon and all the guys that I coach leave here better men. Get an education. Helping them become a better man, teaching them some morals that they can pass on to their kids. So I talk to Marlon about more than football. Marlon's a good football player, but Marlon has to work on being a good man first.
With him and Rajon, how do you think they can complement each other if you end up having one?
Well, the better backs in this conference have depth, and I've made those guys understand that Rajon Neal is only going to be good if Marlon can help him become. We got to have fresh guys in the game, guys that when one come out, the tempo and the style that we play doesn't drop off. So I think they're starting to buy into they need each other to be a good backfield and good running back.
Have you told them, reminded them? I imagine there's going to be a lot riding on these guys, particularly in the season with the untested receiving corps. They're starting to move it back, and you kind of talk to them about how vital they'll be.
Well, I talk all the time about in this league you have to be able to run the ball, and the better teams are teams that can control the clock and move the chain. So we do understand that we have one of the best offensive lines in the country, and we have to be able to produce behind them. So I challenge those guys, and I constantly ask who's going to be the 1,000-yard rusher, who's going to be the guy, because this offense and that offensive line can't produce them. But right now, I just want to create a competition of who's going to be that guy.
Inside of 3 weeks to game day, how is your unit responding to a sense of urgency to get ready?
I think good. Obviously I'm glad we still got about 19 days to go. We have to become a consistent group. We can't have an up day then a down day, and right now we just got to put them together, 2 or 3 together, and I don't think we've been able to do that. I think we've been a responsive group. Have a good day, we have to get on them, and then they come back and have another good day. So hopefully we become a team and an offense and a running back unit that can have consistent days of back-to-back success.
What's at the top of the to-do list between now and then? What would you really like to see them improve on?
Protection. The things they do as running backs have to be natural. But the things we constantly work on is protecting the football and protecting the quarterback. So pass protection, protecting the football, ball security, are 2 things we constantly harp on.
One more.
That's it.
All right, thank you guys.